Greetings. Why is there no desktop audio? There we go. It's just quiet. It's so odd to find a quiet minute on the boat. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to a stream, a video, extreme video. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on today. I don't know why I plan yet. So, I've had some people asking recently, what's the build, what's going on. So let's, in the event that people get the opportunity to go back and see this video, we'll talk about it for just a minute. One of my favorite builds in DDO at like level anywhere like 12 to the end of the game is kind of like this trapping wizard, kind of in the 18-2 classic style. It's just like my favorite play style, right? It's how I enjoy playing. And I really like this variation using Artificer, using Rune Arms, doing the force damage stuff, kind of going deep in Archmage, even though Archmage is not great. But you still end up going tier 5 for Arcane Blast. You still end up with 41 points in the the Fade Arc Illusionist tree for the capstone. And if you are a Deep Gnome, you get to pick up the PK SLA, but your stats are a little bit awkward. Not your stats, but your skills are a little bit awkward, which I just didn't want to deal with. So that's why I'm not doing that build exactly. But I said I just having a good time on the leveling up to level 20 process. So that's kind of the overall what's going on. I did make a bit of a change this morning off camera. First of all, I've memorized spells in spell slots that I didn't have spells to memorize before. This is probably... I thought about wanting to have this spell a couple of times, but then I never took the time to memorize it. And now it's like my only spell in that level that I can still cast. So it's probably not optimal in any way, shape, or form. I went ahead and I threw Acid Rain because we are Acid Spec, just like a little bit more compared to everything else, right? Acid is 197, everything else is like 182. Force is even further behind than that. Right? Isn't that fun? When your main element is even further behind than that. It's great. We should probably change that. Okay. I have part of a plan. I don't have a whole plan, but I have part of a plan. I have the beginning of a start of a plan. Celestial Bacon. Celestial Bacon is quite a good weapon. And we could honestly just overwrite that Ruby of Combustion with the Ruby of Force. But is it enough? I don't think it is. The problem is I don't have anything that's going to give me 70 spell power right now. So we probably should just stick to focusing on the elemental stuff right now, just because this is going to be way better than any other weapon for a few more levels, at least until level 10. So a few more ranks. I made a mistake. I did not prepare enough drink. So sooner than later I'll have to get up and get a water. I'm sorry. I'm thinking. Yeah. So we need another second level spell too. Let's go pick some second level, third level. Wow, it looks like I went a little ham on the fourth level spells the other day though. So let's go pick up some level 2, level 3 spells. And let's get this replaced with this. We can turn on Quicken for free. I don't know about you, but when I think bind scrolls, I think the portable hole. Ba, 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 da. Pardon me. We don't even know invisibility, so let's go 1. As a potential spell, I don't think I usually memorize invisibility because it's just so easy to have from a scroll, but we could. We don't need blur because of our racial stuff. I could cast False Life. It does not seem like a good spell right most of the time, but whatever. This is always broken. I don't know if it's ever not been broken. I do like Ghoul's Touch sometimes. That's a spell that I've cast on occasion. Glitter Dust can be a good spell. I don't dislike Knock. I often like Ooze Puppet. I guess we go ahead and pick up Scorch too. I mean, we might as well, right? Fire is not that far behind. Everybody else, right? Yeah, fire. Acid is literally the 15 from our past life stuff, right? Yeah. So that's the reason we are slightly advantaged there. So we could use it. We could use Scorching Ray. Like, we could go fire. So we'd lose a little bit, but not a lot. Pick up Spawn Screen. We do Snowball Swarm too. Same logic. I used to be a big web guy, but I'm not really a web person anymore. So kind of thinking along that logic, let's cut this. Because reasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Deal. Give me 6 of those level 2 spells. Use that as a counter. No. This reorder of importance. So this is something that we'll talk about. I don't currently have making bolts prepared anymore. I swapped it out for the Master's Touch. So I need something that feels fun when we run out of mana, something that lets us kind of play to our strengths. I'm definitely cuckoo to try to play to my strengths today, for sure. So anyway, when you're low on mana, it's nice to have some, especially in this kind of build. This build is not really made. It doesn't quite have what it needs to like always make it through every quest on Reaper solo. Does that make sense? Like spells just don't punch quite hard enough yet. The mana is just not quite strong enough to do all the carrying yet. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not quite there. And the reason why is just that. It's just because I'm pushing the build a little bit harder than I should. You know, I should, like, for example, to play this build and feel, like, really comfortable in a quest, I would recommend still being in crossbow mode, right? Still being in, not even really casting your spells for damage, right? Maybe occasionally. Most of the time, it's for like big clear. If you get overwhelmed, right? That would be the only time that you'd even attempt to use a magic spell on this kind of build until level 12, right? Stuff like that. So, why'd that flash at me? Oh, weird. Okay. Should we take this also? Sure, why not? So, 7 level 3s. Let's go do us some learnings. I've learned it okay. Learned it okay. We're still working on getting lungs back here in the Garovo household. It's very awkward. We thought after a few, let's see, let's not bother with invisibility right now. Invisibility is a good one to keep in your back pocket if you're a stingy bastard like me, myself. Any of the spells that you normally would cast with the off the scroll, you kind of don't want to learn those very often. And oh no, what did I buy? Oh, I haven't bought the spell components or the inscription materials for level 3s yet. Okay. I'm like, no, what did I not get? Okay. So like if I loot a spell thing from a chest or whatever, I like to use it. I don't know why. It's my thing. I know we're talking about 900 plat, right? Or not plat, 900 gold, 95 plat, 200 plat. We're talking about nickels, right? But I like to use them. I don't know, the penny pincher in me. That's where it comes out. That brief window in DDO where you don't quite have enough don't have enough goodies. Alright, so let's look at spells. Do I want displacement? I kind of feel like I want displacement. Yeah, I think I do. Where do we want to put displacement? Usually put short-term buffs like in this area somewhere or over here, like with my invisibility and stuff, but displacement is usually not one of those kind of buffs. So I think of more of like this kind of buff. More like a boost. Let's try it. I don't know if it may need to go someplace up, but that's fine. I think we're over Acid Arrow. I think that's part of what my issue has been lately. I don't know if Scorch is better than Scorching Ray right now. We are still on occasion casting an Acid Spray, which is something else I'd like to change. Maybe we are just... We keep Acid Blast because we're just used to having Acid Blast, but maybe we switch to Scorching Ray. Maybe I should just get in the habit of having everything turned on and then turning things off when I put them in. Maybe it would be better. In the long run, I'm not sure. Alright, we don't need this anymore at all. So what is the other second level spell we want to do? Do we want to do, hey baby girl, Do we want to do spawn screen because we're kind of in that level range where it could be a problem? Do we want to do snowball swarm because it's another AoE spell? It's usually pretty foolish to mix up your elements like that. You usually pick a primary and a secondary. Oh, we don't want to do cold anyway, right? Acid, lightning, fire? Yeah, those are just the lures. There's 3 lures. Fire, lightning, acid. What's the matter? I'm just bored and want a treat. How many treats to give you right now, sweetheart? I don't know. Sometimes she's crazy, guys. What can I say? Like everybody can be a little crazy. Alright. Scorch then? Is that where we're at? We're in the Scorch world? Let's try that. Oh, we gotta change like a bunch. These spells? A couple. Like to change it now, I'd have to update a dozen slots. Yeah, okay, we're not gonna worry about it now. Just deal with it. It would be so nice to have ability to just be like, toggle all on. Boop. Do it? Yeah, probably. This is my like, oops, kill them all with fire spell. Just because the way that the things are working out right now, we don't need that spell. Lightning bolt. It's behind in every way that matters. But this could just be phenomenal time to have room clear sometimes. Like, does this just put us in full-on Zerg mode? Does this toggle us over to what we need, maybe? I feel like this is just a way to get us in over our head immediately and killed. Let's try it. Okay, we're level 9. We're doing 7s on Reaper, like 1 or 2. What was I doing yesterday? I had done the pit. Show me your hireling contracts. You know what? I believe in you. I think I may have overpurchased. Anyway, we did the first. Oh my gosh! I drug Ellery off my bar. He was like the one staple. There we go. Hell, this can get off my bar. Although tomorrow maybe that'll be different. All right, sorry. We had started the House D quests, like the Bargain Bazaar. I think that's the quest I'm on. I think we did them out of order. But we'll just have to see, because I don't really remember what's going on. Sorry, I have something is like flashing on one of my submenu or some sub things to like try to get my attention. And for whatever reason, it is completely distracting me, because that's what it's supposed to do, right? I really need it to not distract me right now. Yeah. Let's go. Let's use one of the greatest superpowers of all time. Money. And just use our teleport scrolls to travel around for a second. I still think this is probably better. Sorry, I've got to clear this message or I'll never be able to think. Like I said, it's popping up on my phone, Facebook. There's a pipe dream is called today or yesterday. It's a little bit ironic that the quest that definitely put me full on into Burnout was this quest. This is definitely the quest that, like, it was the nail in the coffin. If you think of being sick is when your body hits a critical mass of an infection or a germ or something, right? And your body's reaction to that is intense, that to get your full attention, right? You know, sort of thing. If that's the case, I full on got distracted in the middle of my point, trying to make sure I had everything going. PK, this thing. This would be the quest that, like, added up all the things. Like, if you think of it the same way and think of gross. And think of burnout as like an illness, right? Then this is the quest that, like, pushed over the last little bit that I needed to feel ill. This is the quest where Jerry ran around a different way than me and got. You're in attack mode. Go. You're a big girl. I'm trying to clear this. And for whatever reason, on the hardcore, that really sat with me hard. And I'm pretty sure that's, if I were to put it in a moment that the burnout hit the hardest, it'd be that moment in this quest. So hopefully this will return some of that to us today. Alright, so this right here is what happened. I do this quest this way now. I go through this middle section and I clear what I need to clear to just go through here. And the reason why is because I feel like situations past, especially... Hi! What do you need? Oh my god, I have the feeling someone wants to go OUT so bad. Oh, see, I spelled it and she's gone. I spelled it and she's like, I'm out. Alright, just a minute, baby. Big brat. The thing is, I genuinely tried super hard to take her to get her to go out before we started the stream, and she just looked at me. Alright, everybody, I'll be right back. Just a second, please. Alright, so as some of you may or may not know, I did not bar the door up there so the dogs can push their way in. This way, if this is pretty cold out there, so this way if we see them or whatever, we'll have to get up and get the door closed because it's cold. It's usually not that big of a deal. It's not the first time for people who've watched this stream to have that experience. See what I mean? We could PK for days, and maybe that's the thing. If you were playing the other version of this build, where you were, the problem is it doesn't make sense either. I was just gonna say if you were the Deep Gnome version of this, you would have your PK SLA, but it doesn't matter because you would also be level higher than this anyhow by the time you were actually ready to quest. Unless you're on the hardcore. Which case, that is what I am comparing it to, which is why I do know from experience that it's a feeling a little underpowered. But most people would never feel that feeling going the other way. Alright. I feel like we're going to need a little bit more mana. Ooh, we dropped a mana guy though. No, not quite enough. Alright, so I should have prepared this ahead of time. This guy right here is our backup plan. I kind of mentioned it earlier that we had developed a new backup plan. I was doing repeaters and stuff for a while, but I didn't like it. I couldn't put my finger on it in particular. I think maybe that was a mistake. Maybe the oh, of course you are, you monster. It doesn't matter. He hit the button fast enough anyhow. Anyway, alright, let's just focus on killing the bad guy for a second. Do I have another trap in here to do? I think I do, right? One more. Over here, maybe? Alright, I guess not. Do you ever feel like you were in the middle of like a really hot... Oh, there they are. There's the girls. Alright, I'm going to click this button. I'll be right back. Alright, Chad, I figured out a happy medium. Going through the garage, making everything was closed back up. There's my case of lemonade right there. So we'll just do that when our tea is done. People are going to be like, Samus, it's not 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm not sure where yet, but somewhere. Somewhere in England, probably. This one. This one. Alright. This is a time that lightning bolt's actually pretty good. Yeah, I think so. I think lightning bolt's the spell here. No, I almost never cast haste either. Let's just put all of them in. People are like, "You're crazy, Samus." You know. All right. It's because lightning bolt specifically is really good here. Double striking, like on the cannons, are really good. I can't believe I don't have a better throwing weapon. I just don't, though. So in the places where the spells are going to be easier to use, the spells will be great. There's a couple places where spells are not easier to use for breaking the things out here on the outside, but it'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Worst case scenario will come out. We'll do the thing. Let's get our backup plan ready to go, so we don't have to worry about that in the future. Oh no, I wasted that mana. All right, let's see. Also, I forgot that I had Salt Lab log on and off. It's like getting my stuff together this morning took a little longer than I expected, basically. There we go. I was gonna say one of these, I think, hits them. Couldn't for life remember which one it was. Not this time. Stopped. Yeah, I used to be really good at this, but I am not as good at it as I used to be. Unfortunate. Anyway, the thing that we just did, like rearranging, realigning our spells for what the quest has gotten stored for us, it's the most wizard thing you can do. Oh, come on. Alright, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna skip that one. Let's go around. I'm just gonna skip it. We're gonna go over here instead. This one, Ice Storm is pretty good at getting everything. I don't know about Acid Rain up here. We'll try it. Really? Huh. I did not know that. And that was, I didn't even see how that interacted. Alright. I think we're just going to go and do that top level. I don't think it'll be that big of a deal for this life at the moment. And I just don't want to... Normally, I would not do that. I would normally plan. That's why Lightning Bolt's good here. Or that wasn't obvious. A PK is fine. Our PKDC is displaying as 48. That's still 48. Boo. Come on, Captain. Don't take off. I need a 2 for one of these spells at least. Alright, I don't honestly remember which one it is. I think it's this way. That guy was bananas. I bet you want to go up to go outside. That's what I don't think that meant any hit points. And this guy dodged anyhow. What's up, little brother? So remember how I told you that Remington and I had a deal about getting an Oculus, that I was gonna save up my store credit from the arena this year and you know, see when they get one and blah blah blah. They got one, so I got an Oculus. I think tomorrow morning stream will be an Oculus stream. I cannot go over how amazing that thing is. I haven't figured out how to play this game in there yet, but give me time. So what are you doing? Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. Okay, then that one's still fine. Yeah, let's fix that. Ouch, somebody made an ouchie on me. Sweet. Yeah, liking it. I feel like it should be able to take my prescription. Like on my profile, I should be able to set it up, punch in my prescription, and choo-choo, so I don't have to wear glasses. But I don't think that technology is there yet. All right. Oculus Quest 2 Vision Guide for glasses, contacts, and lens adapters. There's supposed to be an insert. I wonder if there's an insert in the box. So this does have like a pad, like a little padding, but I don't think it's enough to do that. To insert. I also need to like hit this thing with a vacuum or something. Real easy to get a little bit of dog hair in there, and then makes your nose tickle. Alright, so there's some sort of spacing here I need to look at, maybe. It looks like this thing. Alright, I don't know. I just feel like the Oculus 2 should be... The the technology at some point should be able to go, give me your current prescription, and then it adapts to your profile of that prescription. But tomorrow during the morning, DDO is doing an update and a restart, so we'll probably play with it then. Except we'll be also driving Linda around, I believe, tomorrow, so I'm not sure exactly what our actual playtime will be for tomorrow. You'll probably get an Oculus probably for Valentine's Day for the wife. Yeah, I've been getting a real kick out of it, and it kind of is doing a lot of the things that I really, really want it to do really well. So I'm pretty pleased with it, to be honest. It's not the best with the glasses, and mine is pre-used. So there's like a spot, I think, where the previous person also wore glasses. So like there's a spot where I think the glasses kind of rubbed together and made it a little difficult. But still not the worst. You know what I mean? I had worse weekend parties. How about that? Man, this guy's a real jerk. But we've been doing a couple of things. Remington volunteered to get Beat Sabers, which is the game that everybody always thinks of when they're playing that. But we recorded a little bit of a demo yesterday of the game that I bought, the Waltz of Wizards, which is basically the reason I was motivated to save up for the Oculus 2, was playing that game. That was the game that sold me. There's a reason this was in the 4 key. I'm so used to that being some sort of AoE, it just seems wrong for it to be a 4. 4 is for AoE. What are you? Also, so many things are immune to insta-kills now. It's depressing. Anyway, I really like it. I said I got a used one. I used my store credit. It was a pretty good deal. So far, with the couple of games I purchased and I'm in for $200 basically. Well, my son and I together are in for $200. Like I said, we split a bunch of the cost. But lots of that, basically. Lots of that. Lots of imagining what it'd be like to play it, have it on in here, and how you could even do that. It's got some buttons, so you could probably set up some of the buttons for like quick actions. But that wizard game that Remington is playing so much now, they use like hand controls to do stuff. So it would be pretty cool to have a hand control to do a spell. Imagine if you had to point at something with your secondary hand and then you had to do like a up and down motion or a 2 motion. Like you had to make a number and you had to target. No one would be able to. Oh, it'd be so fun though. But you have to allow for some weird traversing of movement to be able to play like this game in there, for example. And it wouldn't work very well. But someday, one of the games that we had looked at, I think it was probably Remington. It was higher on Remington's list before he got to really get a chance to try the Wizard Wine game, the Wizard Waltz games. Now I think with the other game, he's a little bit not as motivated. But it was the game that Remington was looking at. Let's just get to the point. Is much more of like a dungeon crawler, sword and board type experience. I just got these today, so all right, 100% chance. How are you? Are you 100% chance? 75% chance still. Weird. I feel like they were both 75%. Yes, like when I got them out of the shrine. That's all. Anyhow, I'm really enjoying it. I'm hoping to do a nice stream on it either later this afternoon or tomorrow. I think the problem is to do that with the live stream solo will be quite difficult. It doesn't look like there's a ton of good tools to stream it. So like there's no like chat interaction type tool, right? Like right now I have a tool that I use called Restream that gathers the various chat feeds, puts them together, and makes one chat on the screen for everybody. So for example, there's no tool like that. So if I was streaming, I wouldn't be able to see the chat if I was doing the stream alone. So I feel like I need somebody to drive it. Also, it's kind of important to have a producer to like know when the stream is going. Like if there's a technical issue. Otherwise, I could sit there and play the game, play on the thing for 2 hours, talk to myself, think I'm streaming to an audience, and the stream died in the first 2 minutes. You know what I mean? So it's hard to do something like that without a producer. You need something to talk to you with, the chat deal. Well, again, you don't necessarily have to have someone to chat with. I'm pretty good at talking to myself on the stream on days where things are quiet or whatever. But you definitely need some way to know when the chat does have an interaction, like a question or comment or, hey, we want to see that again, or that person could be remote, possibly. It does do like calls. I also haven't figured out how to like layer programs in there. So like I was kind of, so unfortunately I don't have a space set up. If the stream really takes off for the VR stuff, I would devote a space for it. But right now I don't really have a space dedicated to the VR stuff. Oh, we're gonna get a go melee range, boys. Raylan. rip down some boys here. Anyhow, I could dedicate some space and I could do some stuff. Most people that do VR, when they capture their body animations, have a green screen that they like, and I've never been a big green screener. But if it takes off, we could do stuff like that. Yeah, but you don't necessarily want to hear every... Again, you need a digital producer. Right? You want a producer. Essentially, somebody to filter the chat, make sure that what comes across over audio is appropriate, etc. But I haven't watched anybody stream anything in VR, so I don't even know if there's an audience for that. I haven't looked at anybody trying to do it yet. I can only imagine what it's like. So it's possible that they've also worked out solutions that I don't understand the answers to. Can't get this guy to move. I don't want to jump through that trap, and I don't want to disarm it yet. Alright, I think we got him. But if it could just display, like if I could just see the chat, that would be enough. You know what I mean? So like, I was kind of thinking what it would be like to try to build your HUD that you could put into anything in the VR world. Like, what would that look like? You would definitely want to have the ability to have your various, like, social media feeds and inputs and notifications, right? Boop, boop, boop. Because you gotta have those. At least important ones, right? Like emergency phone calls and stuff. I believe the Oculus will interrupt what I'm doing for like text messages and phone calls. I've never gotten a phone call while playing, but I believe it does that, where it'll ring through the paired device. What? That guy saved? What the S? Saved and still didn't die. Alright, this guy is clearly a master. You should all be envious of his skill. Other thing is, and I don't know how the audio is going to be, but like it's, people already complain about my microphone issue. I can only imagine if I'm like up, standing around, walking around, and doing stuff over here, what the microphone here stationary is going to be like. So we're going to have to use whatever is available in the Oculus microphone also. So that audio may be a problem. So there's lots of potential issues with it, but I didn't get it for the stream. I got it because I thought it looked like a lot of fun. And it kind of does a lot of things that I want to be able to do in my future. Like, I want to be someplace amazing and watch the newest movie that I want to watch on the big screen, and then take my Oculus off, put it down, and be underneath the sky with no one around for 100 miles. You know what I mean? So I think the Oculus technology is something that I am very into. Elementals. Hi. No, we didn't get both of them with the both shots. Well, I don't know if Derek is still watching, but are you going to the Super Bowl? Little brother went to the playoff game. He was so excited, I guess. I think that was it, right? Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl. Potential Super Bowl champions. So this is a news story that I tried to share with my wife that I posted in the Discord. And Beef has responded to... Makes you feel a little bit better. Thanks, Beef. My wife's like, I don't care who that is. Or I don't care about Charlie Brown. I'm like, that's fair. Or I don't know who that guy is other than Charlie Brown or something like that. I'm like, that's totally fair. I have no idea what the guy did. But he's a sick, sick boy. We're heading back to Through Rail Cove to see if our saga is done. Get our essentially free experience. Yeah, I'm not doing Ironstone Inlet. Skip a quest for free as a VIP. Woo-ha-ha. So essentially this is like skipping one quest. It's just a matter of when do you want to gather up a bunch of experience. I'm not someone who's going to prime level 20 or whatever. I'm just going to take the experience. Take my experience and run. Alright, what else do we have in the level 7 category camp here? Anyway, should we talk about this story? We'll read the headline. Voice of Charlie Brown, Peter Robbins, found dead from suicide at age 65. Which is sad enough, right? But when you start to read it, he had some shenanigans. He was suffering from bipolar disorder, and he spent 5 years in prisons for making criminal threats against multiple people. That's what's going on. This is including he was sentenced to 5 years in 2015, but was released in 2019. He went to prison after sending threatening letters to a property manager. He also sent letters to the media offering $50,000 to have the San Diego County Sheriff Bill Gore killed. So, like, it's just a weird story. So odd. Alright. What do we have? We have Gravekeeper. We have Team of Flames of Pass. I always do these 7s because I love them so much. All these 7s are so much fun. I guess we go to Grave Robber. Just it and Taming the Flames. I don't really like Taming the Flames. It's not a hard quest. I'm talking myself into doing Taming the Flames. I can feel it right now. Like it's... Ah, come on. Just go to Taming the Flames. House D commended. Okay. We just, again, part of what's going on right now is I'm like retracing the last couple of days of playing on the hardcore with Jerry. I've got to get out of this. I really thought that I was going to enjoy like a fresh rewrite of that mental history. And it is. I'm certainly, the next life is going to be better than this one. Man, it is weird. Kamehameha! Alright. That doesn't really matter anymore. Jump over this. Get to this guy. That guy's not going to make chase, so we'll chase to this guy. Okay. So basically what I'm going to do is everything that's stupid and will stay and fight and chase me. And then if I can, we'll fireball or acid ball or whatever in a situation where we can clear chasing stuff on guys that will not chase. Okay, yeah, those guys will. This champ is going to be a problem back here, right? Okay, well, it turned out not to be a problem, but different reason. Alright. Got our dungeon loaded up a little higher than we want. I think we should clear a little. She did a good job. She, like, kept me up. I feel like we should give her a benefit of a doubt, don't you? I think so. So scary. Alright, scary man. Oop. Double worth, fragments, and mana. Right, again, those guys will chase. We still need 15 baddies. I'm glad we came by here. It's nice. Can you go away, please? Thanks. You know how annoying it is for your mate? Alright, this is what's going on. Somehow we got off of our correct button again. So what were we trying to shoot? Looks like our weapon didn't change. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why that... I do something that switches the toggle and I don't know what it is. Catch. 17. So there's no way that has enough mana to fire. Yeah, see, we're just barely shy on mana resources to get through the quest. We're not like crazy behind, but we're a little bit. My encoder is overloaded again. Oh my god. Why? Tell you, I'm gonna have to figure out something. The video card can't just keep being overloaded every time I turn around. Scary ghosts. Well. Alright, so 14 baddies left. Let's see if there's 14 baddies in here to get. Okay. Alright. She's putting the heel on hard. I thought she did an amazing job. Three. I feel like we're in good shape. There's at least 3 guys in there. Quest finished. Hireling even didn't die. Step in the right direction. We'll take it. Sure, we'll finish out. We'll get it in reward. I guess I don't have to go to Taming the Flames, you guys. Look at that. Look at the miracle that happened today. Look at the miracle. No, it's over here. No. Prudent. Wouldn't be prudent. Yeah, I really didn't plan on DDOing this morning, but I woke up, I was listening to my various news inputs and such, and I really turned on the game, did a little inventory stuff, not very much inventory stuff, very little inventory stuff, but I did a little bit, and I was like, man, this is fun this morning. Like, not that, but the idea of playing, getting going, which is part of what we're trying to battle, is that is like, nah, it's okay. I'll play something else. A level 5 spell will give us what? Cone of Cold and whatever else. So like 1 level 5. We're getting close to the point where I'd like to play catch up on our other skills. But I don't think we're quite need to do it yet. I think we're getting close is all. How are we short? Missed something somewhere. Spellcraft disable. Oh, maybe I accidentally clicked hide. Oh, open locks down 1 somehow. Alright, well, let's put that extra point in open lock then. I don't know how we got a point behind. Ball Lightning's a real contender. Cone of Cold's a possibility. Cloud Kill's not bad, I like it. What do you guys think? Let's do this one and this one for now. Chat, feel free to yell at me. Tell me I'm wrong. I will go do that wizard thing and learn another spell. These are so bad. just want to spend 1 point in this stupid tree right now. It feels so bad. This feels terrible right now. I'm going to leave this up for 1 second. I'm going to use the restroom. 1 minute ad break while I step to the restroom. Somebody didn't take his prostate pill today, I tell you what. That's how you can tell you're old, kids. That's how you can tell when you're old. When it takes you a long time to start, it takes a long time to finish. You know what I'm saying? Alright. God, this Archmage decision just feels so bad. I guess we'll take the 1 point. Just so we can have either one of our SLAs basically coming in finally, or our main SLAs. Twink. Can't it be nice to just have a way to turn all on, turn all off? Just whatever is currently activated, right? Just boop. It could be a keyboard shortcut. I don't care what it is. It could be anything. Alright, so our next couple points pretty much get devoted here and here. Is it better for us? Nah, it's not really better for us to shave points over here at all right now. At 12, it'll be better to strip everything and become tier 5 Archmage, but and fix our gnome and everything. Until then, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Alright. I'm trying to figure out where to put these spells. You know what I mean? I was putting this up here in the rotation because I wanted another SLA there. None of that feels correct. It all feels wrong. Alright, speaking of something that doesn't feel wrong, though. Something that feels oh so right. CO6. Such a good quest line. We also have lots of other really sweet 8s. Level 10 is one of my favorite levels in DDO, as well as like 9. 9 and 10. So many things to do. We got some Vaughn flagging to do. We have to Vaughn flag. We have to finish Thor the Necromancer. I like CO6, so we're going to do CO6 at some point. We should go do... it's so long and boring to do Slavers. I think what we'll do is start with CO6. That'll just be the fastest, or the quickest way to get to some interesting content, though, hopefully. Send me back. Alright, real fast. Because I have to just know if there's anything exciting going on in the world right now. Mad Maddie gave us some support on Twitter. Otherwise, I'm not seeing any like news trending that's like important. I don't know why. You ever have a feeling that there's something super important happening that you're missing out on? Like you're supposed, like this is happening somewhere, but you don't know what it is. I feel like that's happening right now. I know that makes zero sense to anybody, but that's how I feel. It would be like the people who were busy on September 11th and had no idea what was going on, and then they get home and they like sit down, relax, they make something to eat, and they sit down for the nightly news, and they turn on the TV and they watch the video coverage. I feel like that guy. I literally just killed those guys, open that chest. You guys can carry on, carrying on. CO6. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of the explore points here. Just for the giggles. It's a little bit of experience for moving out of the way. But again, as I mentioned before, if you could spend 30 seconds to get 200 experience points, would you? Sometimes. Not always. It's one of those times where you're going to take a path that's 20 or 30 seconds less optimal than the path that I could take and pick up, well, 2,000 experience points. Almost 2,500 experience points. It adds up. Speaking of adding up and experience points, you guys play Pen and Paper Dungeons and Dragons? We did a campaign. I like experience. I like giving out experience. I like feeling like people get this number and they're like, "Whoa, I'm this many experience points from it." Like I like that vibe, as it were. But my group is kind of transitioned into a... We can get away with a little higher Reaper in these quests easy. Had transitioned into more of a milestone group. So we're doing milestone experience. We had done one in the previous campaign. We're doing milestones again in this campaign. My campaign where I didn't play was the campaign that we didn't do like we did regular experience. I crave regular experience again. I feel like the milestone stuff, other than for funsies or whatever, really takes an important tool both out of the DMs and the players' quiver. So I feel like as long as I like stay part of the story, that's the only goal. But I want to be rewarded for doing really cool stuff. Or having like good role-playing moments or whatever thing, you know? I don't like that me and my fellow compatriot who maybe didn't do anything took a quieter role in the last couple of campaigns or whatever, last couple of weeks, if we get the same reward. Usually it's not that big of a deal, but it's nice to have that reward like a session before everybody else or whatever. to see that reward for good role play. Or being the guy who constantly figures out the puzzle or whatever. Wow, that was so bad. What did that cost us to shoot that guy? 46 mana? Yeah, that was infinitely more damage. There he is. There's our big boy. Ooch. Caster's ouchie. Okay, I feel like we need to go one more up. I think it's going to be faster to D-door. Wow, 3 spells to kill a guy. Imagine having another PK timer. I don't know. Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe I should have played it. I wanted to play these levels, though, in particular. So it's not a mistake, but maybe we should have been the deep gnome. Alright, run. Run, fatty, run. Keep on running. Oh no. How's your guys' day been? Hopefully it's nice. Hopefully it's warm where you're at. I'm tired of being chilly. This year, I got cold. I've not been able to get warm yet. You know what I mean? Just feel like as soon as I start to feel warm, something happens and I'm freezing again. Just all year. Wonder if maybe a Dragonborn Sork. Is the electric Sork any, or not electric, is the acid Sork any good? That should have been quicker, but 4 minutes. What's the full breakdown? 503 Reaper. Oh, you know what? I bet you have Reaper points that we could spend. I don't even remember the last time we spent points on Reaper points. Oh, level 10. Never mind. This is level 9 now. So we could have had these 3 points ads. Such a long run. F1, 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 F1. Would really like to see. God, let's see 06. I would really like to see. Yeah, I knew that was going to go on her and not Levi, for whatever reason. Revisiting of these quests. I really like these quests. Also would like to see a Magister pass sooner than later. It's weird. How do you have faith and not have faith at the same time? hopefully optimistic. I'm hopefully optimistic of the dev team's work in the past that they can find a reasonable solution to what's going on with the game right now. This guy try to shoot me? So mean. So mean. Oh, you got her. Oh, I was gonna say, I changed my outfit. So I have another special outfit. I don't know how long we're gonna use it, but it might be a minute. What? Three speller. Word. So this is an old crafted armor, and you can tell that this also has an old skin on it. But this thing is the old Kenneth crafted system. It also used to have a guild slot. So vulnerability, life shield with a colorless slot. Maybe junk now. I may have to look and see what the turn it back in for points are. But oh, that's kind of what's going on at the moment. Also, my neck is jacked up again. I literally just went to the chiropractor on Monday. We joked about making sure that I got the 2-week treatment as opposed to the 1-week treatment. Oh, I think I got the no-week treatment this week. That's it. That's all the love I get. Get to 30%. Sorry. Get to 75% of your mana or your hit points, my sir, my liege. It's more hit points than I have. It's not where a boot here, guy. We want to make sure that we're in good shape before we get splooted. So let's look at it. 3 minutes, 41 seconds for 530 Reaper experience points. And like 9,000 regular experience. Is that right? 3 minutes and something seconds. CO6, babies. Learn it, love it, live it, be it. I'm actually tempted to wonder or to see what it would be like to just what the experience point rate on it would be to just wander through CO6 on like a low Reaper and then a higher Reaper. Like see what the difficulty difference would be like. Ooh, hello. I'll take it for basically free chest. Sure. That's what we're looking for, by the way. Bam, bam, bam. Like 4 spell, 4 spells, 4 spell. And then we're in the shape that we're looking for. Unfortunately, by the time that really comes online, it's level 20. This is kind of a level 20 build. Level 50 or level 12 build for sure. But really at level 20 is when it starts to fire up. If we're doing 3, might as well do 4, right? Vanguard. Get wrecked. Okay, Cultist, get wrecked. Oh, that was a waste of mana right there. Bam! Low-level wizards, man. They're the best. If you can... It's tough because you have to often rely on some other resources. I'm not trying to get you to rely on other resources. We're not... Oh yeah, just pot your way through or whatever. You want to be able to do it without having to have those things, but... Wow, that Plague Reaper had some hit points, huh? How are you still alive? How are you dead? There was a little bit of a delay in there, right? A little bit. Noticeable. Oh, shit. Yeah, I didn't expect that hero soul to come around the corner like that. It's a good thing we knew that there was a shrine over here. Oh, we got quite a ways for the shrine to fire off, huh? Oh, she's in offensive mode or not? Looks like she may have gone dumb. This is what I think happens to the hirelings, or the dogs and the things and whatnot that they're supposedly fixing. Ooh, double Reaper even. This would not be a good one to do in the hardcore this life. But just kind of get in these situations where you get in a situation where it's really difficult to see how a person gets out of a situation. Necrotic Ray for 270 something. Crazy, man. This one's gonna really slow down our times. I'm disappointed. I think if we would have stayed on 3, we wouldn't have had double Reaper, double Champ Caster. But double Champ Caster, double Reaper is pretty tough. Putting all regs in this one color spray run. Oh, so much lag right there too. Yeah, this is gonna be a tough fight. We'll get out of it, but we should never have been in this situation in the first place. I was just a bad couple of champs, bad RNG, right? Unfortunate. And if I wasn't relatively certain that I'm going to end up having to shrine, is it weird that the Reaper wasn't the scary guy? I don't think. I think it was those champ casters that was the scary thing. Yeah, this one might be a little out of our reach. Ouch. Without mana, the last Reaper is going to be a little bit of a problem. If I hear you a couple of times, but hear me. Somebody in general just like really had a sentence there. Pop, pop. First race 4, not 3. Get him, roar! Oh God. All right, we're a lot low on things here. It looks like. Get him. Go into caster mode and get him. Still aggroed on me though. Save, take 20 something. So we're in Magic Missile land at the moment. Alright. Well, then we can just switch back out of that. What? The Sonic Blast hit me through the corner. It's fair. Sonic Blast is well known for its ability to go around corners and through walls. It's sound, it goes through solid things. Oh, please. Please something. Oh God. It didn't even have that many hit points. I feel like I should have been able to get in there. People like, this is you showing off this quest. Alright, so this is a bad example. Again, what was that? Was this the 5th Reaper that came up this hallway? We've had a couple of baddies. Oh man, I really thought that I was gonna be able to have a free moment there. Did I get enough mana to do stuff? I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that was going to be the case. It's 130. There we go. I like one of those. Yeah, Reaper 4 might be a little bit much out of our grip too. Like I said, we're definitely pushing our boundaries anyhow. The quest difficulty certainly did scale up, and the Reaper difficulty decided to definitely go up a notch also. Again, not a problem. Just, we're going to have to make some considerations. Okay, methods around this corner. I don't know if we can dodge these methods or not, but let's give it a shot. We have kills? Yeah, we have kills. Oats. Little. this one, right? Can leave and walk out. All right. Let's go unbork ourselves real fast. It's little stuff like that that's a problem. Yeah, another big encoding overload. Let's give it a minute to just chill. I have a feeling that the computer is just going to be a fatty today. You see that it is not cooperating very much anyhow. Let's get stuff fixed and see if we can't finish up CO6 and maybe we call it an afternoon. Or whatever. Alright, get this fixed. We're going to run past the bar so we can get our fixed stuff there. Get our stuff fixed there. Give me everything. I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. I'm all about delicious, tasty beverage. This is not where I wanted to go at all, was it? Nope. Evil Josie. We're just gonna take all sorts of time to get back to where we were. That's all. Yeah, I'm starting to notice the encoding problems now more. Big. I don't think I rode up to do the other and did the other side when I was over there. I probably should have. On these explorer points. Oh, try to stretch so hard. Come on. Ugh. Excuse me. Nope, we gotta talk to the guy. That was the reason that we were okay with this, even though we lost our helper. But we got a second helper, so it's fine. Those helpers. Let's see, we're going in the back way. Going in the back way. This one in particular is the easiest one. So if you're looking for a quest to like push your solo Reaper skills, This is like the easy one to practice on. Alright, so champ, something caster. Inferno Pact, that's fine. Inferno Pact is fine. Kind of annoying that that guy didn't get caught, but it's not a big. You? It is save another time or die, so not quite as likely to kill somebody on a PK as you would on like a Finger of Death, for example. Tile turn or froze mid-turn. We may be crashed. We may be okay. We're not crashed. Alright, well now I feel a whole lot better about not worrying about the whole not getting that guy PK'd and sneaking past him with invisibility, because our Reaper is going to find us regardless. Two more like kind of middle fights, another fight. I don't know. We got some time. Got some quests left. Not bad. I'll take that. Alright, Jerry's alive, so we're fine. Well, there. He's alive there anyway. See, this is where I like look over to do something, and I notice that we have all sorts of encoding issues, and I haven't even done anything. If you follow this path, it'll be the quickest, most efficient way to do this quest. But people need to know your way, or otherwise they'll just get killed. Still feeling a little underpowered here for Reaper Force. I like these mushrooms for some reason. I don't know why. I don't think that's particularly good or useful. Scary undeads. It is I! Not nearly as scary as you, Living Man. That's right. I, Living Man, are here to help. Well done. Well done, assistant. Normally I would try to gather all these things together. I guess we still can. Let's do it on this guy. Yeah, Scorching Ray is such a great spell. Often forget how good of a spell it is. When it wants to be. Alright, so I'm going to tell you guys a secret. If you can walk a line, and I mean the line, you can skip this next fight. I'm not the best at it, but I've been okay once in a while. Alright, so this doorway, there's a perfect line. Straight through the middle. And the methods typically not bother to come out there and get you if you're straight down the middle. Although that doesn't help if there's a massive lag spike. See, no methods. 7 minutes and 55 seconds, so 8 minutes for us to acquire 10,600-ish experience and 651 Reaper. Those are good numbers, guys. Really good numbers. Is it as good as to make up for the fact that we got really ganked by that one spot? No, but we did have a plan, so it's not like it's the end of the world. Your world. A lot of horse riding today. I feel like I should have detoured, but I wanted to think about how exactly we're going to do this next quest just a little. These next two actually do ramp up pretty significantly in difficulty, which is a little bit surprising because of the kind of nature of the quest. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn it down a little bit more. Yeah, I'll just go all the way back down. If someone were to tell me that this quest in particular they didn't like because it was long, hard, dangerous, etc., I would understand. Or I like to think I'd understand anyhow. I'm going to try a slightly different technique. Famine in there that just being a D-bag. Alright, is the rest of the area clear? Looks okay. I'm kind of surprised that worked. But we had to put the junk in the AoE with the most dangerous creatures, which are these casters. I hate it when they interrupt my pacing of what I'm trying to do and not let me do it. It's like they interrupt exactly the right time. Alright, be jealous of me and teleported or dedoored or whatever the way. Stupid method. Hopefully it won't chase us. Bet it will though. See, this style of play right here leans itself more towards using the web again. Our web DC shouldn't be that much higher below our other one, like points, I guess. Points is a lot, though. Like, we are not succeeding in our PKs like I should. Alright, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. I don't know if he's a whammy or not. It was not a whammy, alright. Alright, I missed a portal back here somewhere. We had to. One on this side. Yep. Okay. Let's go knock out this last one in GTFO. So far. Lava so far. Missed it. Missed it by that much. Alright, we have one more. We should be able to knock it out very quickly. We'll call it stream. CO6, a little bit of stuff. Into level 10, which is really put us in a pretty good spot. We have lots of level 8s that are lots of fun, and honestly 10 level of 12 is really the tier that things just kind of like start to spiral down the really with ease in particular. But the stuff that starts that before the roller coaster, that's like the fun that leads up to that downhill after level 12, really is level 9 and 10. 9 and 10 doing level 7s, doing level 8s. Those those are the quests that basically hold you up until you get to desert, you know, giant holds, Ravenloft, etc. You know, those are the things. So once you get just a little bit higher, and then you start that downhill, going through all the content. We'll go up a little bit higher. This could have like a nasty turn, especially if one of these guys are a big jerk. Speaking of big jerks, we need 10 kills. We're taking some of these guys with us. Mostly because their collectible is better than the other side's collectible. No, we just need like 2 more kills, really, I believe. That gives us 3. That was potential. I don't know what that was, to be honest. Pika, Pika. Oh, we got double trolls. Let's bring her here. Get them all together if we can. Nope, not that button. Don't try to PK a Fear Reaper. Just for the record, doesn't work. When in doubt, Ellery. Hello, Ellery. You guys know this program? DDO Puzzles by my good friend Grim. Yeah, CO6 Stardust. I don't have to know the information because I know where to go to look it up. Alright, yellow is Pac-Man Ghost. Ellery doesn't want to heal me. It does not seem very Ellery. Ellery's usually like very proactive on the heal circuit. Rune Wheel to Pokemon. Or, sorry, not Pac-Man. To, Mini Shot, Double Cross. I like to call it I. Candy Cane. Danger. Oops, 4 again. 4 again, not 6 again. And green is H. Make sure, yeah, well over. Well over. Three minutes and 34 seconds. Four hundred and 53 Reaper experience. Imagine a group that knows what they're doing. Right, and they're got an opener of some sort to stay on chapter and just bam, 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 hitting the quest 3-4 times. on Reaper. Just bam, 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 bam. Those easy ones. Yeah, maybe they end up with 1,000 experience or whatever at the end, at the most. Maybe less. Maybe it's 700, and then you probably get 1,000 a quest. CO6 is 6 quests at 6,000 experience. It's not bad. 6,000 Reaper experience. It's a good chunk. Seeing the encoding flare up on the screen again. So we'll get this last dinner reward and we'll probably call it a stream. So I'm going to go ahead and say thanks now for hanging out with us today, peoples. When Remington crawls out of bed, maybe we'll get him to join us for a short stream, checking out the Oculus. If not, we'll wait till tomorrow. We'll just kind of see how that goes. I don't know. Playing it by ear. Trying not to stress over it too much right now. I don't think I care about any of these. And this could be sort of interesting, and just in the sense that I don't have a thing. That does not seem good. Okay. Alright, well, everybody, peace, much love. We'll see you soon. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys in a couple hours.